Hi and welcome to this second video on the circulatory system. There are other videos, quizzes and past papers on the website, which is www.elevise.co.uk, or there is a link in the description below that will take you straight through to the relevant page. In the previous video we learned why we have a circulatory system. Humans have a circulatory system for two reasons. One of those reasons is that we have a low surface area to volume ratio. This means that we wouldn't be able to take substances into our body in sufficient quantities to allow us to survive. The second reason why we have a circulatory system is because the distances in the body are too large. That means that substances wouldn't be able to get from one place to another place in sufficient quantities to allow us to survive. So the two reasons why we have a circulatory system are because we have a low surface area to volume ratio, and that the distances that substances have to travel in the body are too large. Humans and mammals actually have a double circulatory system. This means that there are two circulatory systems in the body. One of the systems is known as the pulmonary system. Blood in this system travels from the heart to the lungs. It then passes through the lungs and then back to the heart. Blood then goes on the second circulatory system, which is the systemic system, and this is where blood travels from the heart around the body and then back to the heart. So let's have a look at a diagram. Here we have the heart, and the heart is the pump of the system. We're first going to look at the pulmonary system. Blood in the pulmonary system travels from the heart to the lungs. It then travels through the lungs and then back to the heart. The idea of the pulmonary system is to oxygenate blood. Deoxygenated blood travels from the heart to the lungs. Then when the blood travels through the lungs, oxygen is added into the bloodstream and carbon dioxide is taken out. It is the alveoli in the lungs that are responsible for this gas exchange. As oxygen has been taken into the bloodstream and carbon dioxide has been taken out of the bloodstream, this results in the blood becoming oxygenated. Oxygenated blood then travels from the lungs back to the heart. The oxygenated blood then travels on the second circulatory system, which is the systemic system. The systemic system pumps oxygenated blood around the body to where it is needed. For example, a muscle cell. At the muscle cell, oxygen is taken out of the bloodstream and carbon dioxide is then placed into the bloodstream. This results in the blood becoming deoxygenated, and the deoxygenated blood then travels back to the heart. The deoxygenated blood then goes back onto the pulmonary system, and the system just keeps going round and round and round. But why do we actually have a double circulatory system? Why don't we just have a single circulatory system? Well, there are a few different advantages to having a double circulatory system. One advantage is that a double circulatory system allows for different blood pressures in the two separate circulatory systems. The blood pressure in the systemic system is greater than the pulmonary system. The higher blood pressure in the systemic system means that there is a greater rate of flow of blood to tissue. This is because the higher blood pressure means that blood is sent around faster. This results in more oxygenated blood being delivered to cells. Another reason why we have a double circulatory system is so that we are giving the cells in our body blood that is full of oxygen, i.e. it's oxygenated blood, rather than a mixture of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. This brings us on to the final part of this video, which is looking at what actually makes up the circulatory system. One component of the circulatory system is the heart, and the heart is the pump of the system. Another component is blood vessels, and these are responsible for carrying the blood around the body. There are three different types of blood vessels, and we're going to be looking at these in more detail later on in this section. The three different types are arteries, veins, and capillaries. The final component of the circulatory system is blood, and blood is the transport medium. Blood carries a variety of different substances such as oxygen, carbon dioxide, nutrients, and many, many more. This brings us to the end of this video. For more content, quizzes and past papers, go on to www.elevise.co.uk.